Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 8:10 a.m. on the Pacific's time, Ethereum contract at $1,691, that about 8.45% so far. Respect to over crypto market and equity market on this, I guess, West Coast morning so far. I know it's a little bit later for the folks on the East Coast, and obviously different time zone internationally. But I'm currently traveling for the LA Tech Week, so my schedule is kind of crazy at the moment. And I wasn't planning on posting this morning because I am quite tired. Let me just double check real quick on the OBS. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that I'm not talking without recording because I've done that many times in the past, and that kind of kill me. And also at the same time, takes a lot of time to be recording again. So the overall market right now is obviously red on this Friday, and it's not a coincidence. It's basically, you know, as you've been listening to my podcast or my video that we've been talking so far, we've been quite extended in the last 4 weeks so far, ever since the positive job report, the positive CPI report, the positive PPI report. And again, it's relative, right? It's not like we have robust positive signal from the market. It's just that we are comparing with the bearish sentiments that we've been having among Wall Street consensus. So with respect to some of the recent earnings activity and on a technical front, traders are anticipating there's going to be some near-term volatility coming with respect to the speech next week posted by Powell, Jackson Hole, that there might be some foreshadow around some negativity coming with respect to the lack of efficacy on the inflationary pressure mitigation from obviously the rate hikes that we've done, the 75 basis point, right, twice, in two subsequent months, right? So we are, firstly quite extended on the overall market, but secondly, anticipating that we might be seeing some negativity coming on the speech tomorrow, not tomorrow, next week in Wyoming, Jackson Hole. And again, Wall Street expectation, including Credit Suisse and Goldman Sachs, are all thinking and pointing the needle at the fact that we might be tightening the financial condition, and higher rates might be necessary for us to really correct and drive the inflationary pressure to go down even further in a more of aggressive fashion. So obviously that's a negative news combined with some funky news that's happening among the market. A lot of consumer retail companies in the last week so far, and apologies, I've been traveling, so I haven't really kept up to speed as much. But companies like Bed Bath and Beyond and some consumer companies like Target, Home Depot, all have indicated negative guidance. So we'll see, right? And also with respect to the jobless number that we have digested so far, even though it was like a positive one-time occurrence, but is it sustainable? A lot of people, including the economists on the highest spectrum to just regular folks like you and I, right, believe that that might have been just we got lucky, so it might not be sustainable. So a lot of negative, I would say, rumor and a lot of negative foreshadow on the meeting next week as well. So driving the negative candle that we're seeing. But on a technical front, this is something that we're not predicting the future. It's something that we've been seeing so far. So let's take a look at it together, shall we? So respective recording time of 8:14 a.m. on the Pacific time again. So it's almost noon time for the folks out on obviously on the East Coast. Ethereum currently at $1,695, so we're technically at 1,700, but we are here below, as you can see, right, the yellow line. So we are ideally going to be gliding down to 1,650. You can see that the inertia as we pop the balloon from the 72 out of 70 earlier on the 13th of August is happening fully, right? You can see that right now we're gliding down to 47 out of 70, matching with the previous level that we've tested in July. So ideally heading lower would not be, crazy, right? And I think the level that we should really watch out for would be 1650 all the way down to the next level of 1454. If we break 1454 as we closer to a Jackson Hole event, we might even head down to, like again, 1250 again, right? And I think by then the RSI and a technical will be a little bit more normalized, which is something we would appreciate, right? And then on the Bitcoin technical front, you can see that we're flying off the cliff right now on a daily. It's and the reason is because like this is not something that we've been making things up, right? You see the extensions of this upward wedge. So as you hit the apex, you will ideally fall down, right? But this is we do have some room to kind of come down to. We're matching with the previous level of 21,000 at the moment. So if we break further, which I think we might drop a little bit more, but this is pretty healthy. Again, right, this is a bear market rally. We should ideally head down to maybe somewhere around obviously 20,000, which is a monumental level, but all the way down to 19,500, 18,500 respectively. So we'll see how that goes, but the setup's definitely becoming more and more promising. And on the weekly, and on the monthly, you can see that still bullish on a monthly, but on a weekly, it's more depleted, so it's not terrible. Let's just put it that way, right? And then for Ethereum, I would say on the weekly as well, it's have a golden cross up just formed. So this is like again, right, normalize and then surge up, right? So I do think this is a healthy activity as we head on to obviously the Jackson Hole speech next week, obviously with respect to upcoming CPI report and FOMC meeting, which is going to be later part of September, okay? And across all the other altcoin, I would say trading in comparable fashion, right? We normalizing from the high extension that we've been experiencing so far, looking for a level to come down to normalize. And as we, normalize and consolidate, form a new plateau, we should ideally see some reversal from there on a weeks and months out. All right, so have a good day. I gotta head out to my 4 meetings before I head off back to JFK. So yeah, it's gonna be a long day again today, and I'm flying a red eye back home to New York, so I do not I'm not excited for that one. So let's just put it that way. But appreciate you. Have a good day, and don't freak out. Take care.